Americans from all walks of life have been watching nervously as congressional leaders debated the merits and potential pitfalls of the $700 billion bailout that was proposed last week by Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson and has since been passed. The bailout includes a plan to buy up risky assets that were involved in the recent mortgage crisis and sell them off when the economy improves. What's so controversial is how the value of these assets are determined. Critics point to the practice of mark-to-market, where firms are required to report the value of their holdings based on market conditions at a given moment, as the central flaw of the plan. But what does that mean? The best way to understand how banks, hedge funds, and other financial institutions determine the value of their holdings is to contextualize the matter in terms that millions of voters most affected by the housing crisis, namely mortgage defaulters, will understand. Let's say you own a prosperous puppy farm. On any given day, you can leave your trailer and walk to the shed where you keep all the puppies, their cages, in the pit where you throw all the feces. When looking at the puppies, assuming you chose to put a light in the shed, you can determine their value based on how much you paid to house, breed, and market the animals when you wish to sell them. And you're going to be selling them to pet stores, dog tracks, and hapless orphanages. But let's say, for example, that instead of going by prices that everyone else in the puppy farm industry has agreed upon, you decide that the value of a given puppy is the highest any buyer will pay. Then the market decides the price. Imagine, it's pre-2007, and your business is riding high because everyone wants a puppy they can take down to the local fight pit. These puppies, Rottweilers, Dobermans, and Pit Bulls, they used to be poor sellers due to an unfortunate tendency among these breeds towards baby mauling. Now they're selling like hotcakes and are in fact so popular that you've decided to consolidate your investments, pulling funds out of ferrets and meth in order to reinvest in more deadly puppies. Things are looking good, and your profits are so high that you even consider potentially paying some of your mortgage and credit card bills at some point, maybe. But then it's post-2007, and Michael Vick's arrest has kicked the bottom out of the market. Now you have a shed full of adolescent, ill-tempered dogs that you can't sell or even trade for the ferrets and meth you imprudently got out of in the first place. And that's what the government is trying to rectify by eliminating the mark-to-market rule in the proposed bailout. Not only do they want to buy up your unpleasant baby-eating dogs, but they want to make sure that in the future the whims of a population driven mad by the love of dogfighting won't artificially unbalance the market. In this case, the dogs are actually repossessed properties and related assets, which is good because if they were dogs, the government would just shoot them and sell them to school lunch programs. So next time someone asks you to explain the mark-to-market means, you'll know what to tell them. It's the only rule that can make meth production preferable to a dead Rottweiler. And that was the news in context.